And over on the 405 South after National Boulevard in Culver City, an accident is currently on the right shoulder with a stop traffic delay coming from Wilshire Boulevard over 20 minutes. Temperatures getting low, but demand remaining high? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com. All right, y'all. Good to meet you, Derek. At KBLA all right, love. Talk 1580, we do Black History every single day. In fact, as the only Black Talk radio station west of the Mississippi, we are Black History. Our annual Black History Month luncheon is fast approaching, and we want to be sure to give you ample time to get your company, organization, church, or group to join us at this year's celebration on the last day of the month, Thursday, February 29th at noon. Last year, we honored iconic local Black media personalities, including Pat Harvey, Jim Hill, Mark Brown, Beverly White, Sandy Banks, and Pat Prescott, and raised $20,000 in scholarships. This year, we're honoring Black Hollywood creatives who have used their artistic genius as climate justice. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Hit the like button. Say what's up to your brother Zoe. Say what's up to your brother Zoe Williams. How's everybody doing?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You always mess with the ones you ain't supposed to mess with. These two.
You ain't never gotta look at me like that.
Leave it to
You looked at me crazy, y'all.
Arabia. What you mean?
Mine not working. Oh. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask
These two are me.
exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hit his side of the story. So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every
Peace,
night.
peace, peace.
Please give some advice so we can see the light.
Thank you, brother.
See the light. Search first, gatekeeper. Pathfind the path we got. He's a fighter, shapeshifter, and he'll protect your home. With the eyes in the front and the back of the head, to chase away evil forces. When we can be there instead, so long as you bring the office. He's got the ashe I can't deny. I am a witness, I'll testify. This song, my oriki, my sacrifice to the one who can do and undo.
Hello, everyone. I am coming on to talk about purpose partners. I made a post the other day, I guess it was yesterday, and I was supposed to do this video live yesterday, but I have been swamped with the Abundant Life Path certification and all of my clients and everything, so I just had a crazy day yesterday. Didn't even have time to come on live. So I'm coming on to explain my post. I put up a post and it said, most people are looking for perfect partners versus purpose partners. Most people are looking for perfect partners instead of purpose partners. And what I mean by that is that most people are out here looking for perfect candidates, looking for everything that's filling in the gaps for what they feel is missing. And they're literally, based on their previous experiences saying, well, I need someone like this, I need someone like that. No, he can't be this, she can't be that, because you're forming all of these theories based on your previous experiences. But what everyone seems to kind of be missing out on, or not everyone, because some people are happily married or happily in relationships. But what a lot of people miss out on in that dating process is that people are looking for perfection. And at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. However, there is someone perfect for you. There's someone who fits your needs and it complements you in such a way that it fits your destiny. It fits your purpose. Purpose partners match each other in a complementary and in a way that creates synergy. It creates power. It creates more purpose. It creates together, you two are able then to go forward in your purpose-driven activities into.
Hey, the voice of reason back in the building. You know what it is. Live on KBLA, Talk 1580 in the heart of Leimert Park. A lot of that was no disrespect to the sister. I think she's a brilliant sister. I think, she's intelligent and amazing and insightful. But I think many people miss the point. And this is one of the most major points. One of the most important points that I think is missed in relationship is that, number one, everybody is a fit. Everybody you meet, everybody you wind up connecting with is a fit, or there would be no connection. Connection itself implies fit. If we don't connect, that means we're not a fit. Do you understand? If somebody like Dr. Jashana Johnson says, we are relating to and with each other, right? With our central nervous systems. Our central nervous systems are relating to each other. If somebody else like Patrick Carnes comes along and says, oh, there's something called trauma bonding, right? These are fits. If your unhealed wounds and their unhealed wounds are attracted to each other, that's a fit. See, to me, this is a backhanded way to blame. They weren't what they said they were, or they showed up in a certain kind of way and it wasn't the truth. At the end, everybody's a fit or they wouldn't connect. See, you want to be able to push it off and say, oh, they came wrong, or they started off on the wrong foot, or they did this, or it's a backhanded way to blame. See, this is how you know people do not understand the spiritual purpose of relating, right? You relate to reveal self. And again, no disrespect to the sister. A great many things she was saying was absolutely true at a certain level. But nobody wants to get deep when it comes to relationships. Do you know how easy it is to nurture somebody and love on somebody when you're getting everything you want? Ooh. Or let me say it another way. When the environment is peaceful. Or let me say it another way. In good times. It's easy to be loving and caring and nurturing in good times. But can you maintain it when the ship, i.e. relationship, capsizes? when the waves and the tsunamis of life capsize the relationship? Can you remain nurturing? Can you remain loving? Can you remain caring? Why is it that everybody got a time limit for how long they can care? Ooh. You know why? Because most people ain't worked out the care muscle, the heart chakra. Most people haven't put that heart chakra through any fitness. You know why? Because the human being is wired to run away from things that are tough, run away from things that don't feel good. Don't you know that the way the universe is set up, that sometimes the things that feel the worst wind up being the things that are best for you? And sometimes the things that feel the best wind up being the worst things for you. Sometimes the good feeling is simply the bait to get you hooked. Uh-oh, somebody meme it. Sometimes that good feeling is simply bait to get you hooked. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it tonight. Tonight's topic: should your significant other also be your purpose partner? We talked about it last night. Purpose partners. Huh? What is a purpose partner? True or false? You're not simply joined to your spouse merely for procreation or companionship. Are most people looking for perfect partners instead of purpose partners? Which should have a higher priority in your life, your purpose or your significant other / partner? Should your partner be integrated into your life's purpose, or should the two be kept separate? Can your partner grow jealous of your devotion to your purpose, and vice versa? Can your significant other get in the way of you living and experiencing your highest purpose for this life? If so, how? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready. What was the one thing that attracted you to your spouse / significant other? What constitutes a purpose couple according to your understanding? I'm very interested to know what y'all think. Agree or disagree? Being in a purpose-driven relationship requires both partners to have a clear understanding of their individual purposes and how they align with each other. 1-800-920-1580. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. What role does purpose play in a healthy and fulfilling relationship? Somebody call me today. I want to talk to you. This is a non-judgmental space, of course. No judgment. Whatever you want to say, you're good to say it. Just don't curse. What up, y'all? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? What up, y'all? Talk to your brother. Y'all good? Everybody hit that like button. The like button is free. We're 15 minutes into the show. We set the show up a little bit. I hope everybody is well. Put up your emojis to let me know how you're feeling today. I'm feeling much better now that I'm on the air. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Hey, it's my Friday. Can everybody, I'm going to ask everybody to do this for me. Can everybody do this for me? Can every single one of y'all do this for me? Hit the super chat or the cash app. We only ask $3 to $5, whatever you got to give, but can every single one of you do it? It's important to the channel. Hell, it's important to Zoe Williams. All right, can y'all support today? Oh, I needed some of this here. I had some peanuts. Derek Thurman, what up? And I want y'all to call. Can y'all get on the phone lines? 1-800-920-1580. Can y'all put up my Cash App? Oh, thank you. Attila, she beat me to it. Put up my Cash App. If you got it, please, man. From my Friday, throw a little something at me, man. A little gas money, maybe. Throw a little something at your brother. Or you could hit that dollar sound down at the bottom of the dollar sign down at the bottom of the chat and super chat. The channel appreciates whatever donations you guys can give. I hope everybody is doing well. Does everybody understand the concept? What happened to Amir from Torrance? I be reading you for show. I'm like, what? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR and his playlist returns to the airwaves. Of course, that's Hey Lover by Boys to Men. Well, it's LL Cool J featuring Boys to Men. You already know my playlist is my co-host. We have a great topic tonight. The phone lines are starting to jam up. You already know this is a national discussion that we're having here, and we're talking about what is the meaning of having a purpose partner. Should your significant other also be your purpose partner? So, what is a purpose partner? Right? In today's complex world, finding a purpose partner can be crucial for personal growth and fulfillment for oneself. On tonight's episode, we're going to try to delve into this concept of an intimate relationship with a purpose partner, examining the benefits and the potential challenges and or pitfalls and ways to cultivate a healthy and safe partnership. By delving into the questions provided, we will explore how purpose partnerships contribute to a sense of purpose, connection, acceptance, acknowledgement, and personal and professional success. Additionally, we will address the importance of self-awareness, overcoming obstacles, and creating and celebrating achievements. Ultimately, we will utilize and analyze the differences between a partner and a purpose partner. Interesting stuff. A purposeful partnership requires that both partners they have to continuously support and encourage each other's independent growth and development. Through open communication and active engagement, purpose partners create a nurturing environment that fosters personal growth for not only the person who is on purpose, but for the person that is supporting them, right? By providing emotional support and offering constructive feedback and motivating each other, purpose partners build a strong foundation for mutual expansion and mutual development. So I don't know who said relationships aren't work, Because I'm going to say this right now. Oh, wait a minute. Amir from Torrance. You got to call back, good brother. I know you didn't want to wait for the commercial to end, but please call back, good brother. I saw you on the board. We want Amir from Torrance to get back in here. But let me just say, what we're outlining throughout the week, I had told you guys, I had been telling you guys, relationships are not just about coming in to get something, they're about giving. So by providing emotional support, offering constructive feedback, motivating each other, purpose partners build a strong foundation for mutual growth, expansion, and development. That takes work. And I'm going to say, man, I'm really disappointed in the way a lot of relationships go nowadays. You know why? Because all of the stuff we're supposed to be giving, we easily get fatigued after not, listen to what I'm about to say, after not for a time receiving what we give. That's the transactional piece. But then there is a fatigue piece that comes in. Empathy fatigue, compassion fatigue, understanding fatigue. You know why? Because we don't work on these things. We think, well, when it's time for me to be compassionate, I can be compassionate. First off, when was the last time you had a loving, accepting, transparent conversation with yourself? Do you see? This is how you practice on it, right? This is how you work it. First off, everything that you can be or everything that you are required to do as a purpose partner, you must first pour into your purpose. Now, most people don't even know how to pour into their own purpose. Most people don't even know what their purpose is. We've had clinicians on this show say it. Most people are unaware of what they're here for. And if that's the case, if you don't know why you're here, there's a great chance you won't know why they're here. Who is they? That person you dealing with. They're not just there to make you feel comfortable. Sometimes your purpose partner will make you feel uncomfortable. Sometimes your purpose partner is there to challenge you. Man, man, let me just say this. Just because you post it don't mean you live it. I see a lot of people posting, oh, you better have somebody that's going to challenge. You don't want to be challenged. You know that. You know that. Because if you get challenged, you back off. Ooh, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready this evening? Are y'all ready? Who is your purpose partner? Do you want a purpose partner? Or do you just want companionship? I want to know what you think. Do you want a purpose partner? Do you want more out of your relationship? And I'm not just talking about financial goals. Sure, we can put a plan together and we can work together and we can build and make money. Sure, that's one aspect of having a purpose partner, right? That's one aspect. What about spiritual? What about your purpose partner keeping you on purpose when it comes to healing yourself? Can you hear your partner when they're trying to encourage you? Can you hear your partner when they say, hey, you're veering off the path? I've had a difficult time listening. Have you? 1-800-920-1580. Let's get to some callers. Sean, Oakland, California. Get in here.
Hey, brother Zoe. So, I have to say and I have to repeat it, but, I've been together with my better half for 36 years, married 32. But here's the thing that I would like to say on this purpose relationship thing is, I think back to when I was younger, right? And I have young kids, and I'm thinking to myself, you're going to have to go through a series of relationships. And, most likely, right? I mean, I don't know too many people that had one relationship and lasted the whole time. Even though I've been married a long time, it's just that I started young. Because back in the day, that's how we did it. But I'm telling you that a purpose relationship to me just means that when you finally do, hook up with that one person, that things seem to be clicking, is that you're on the same page. She or he might be doing something that's moving towards what they want to do in their dream, right? Because you're young. I'm talking about when I say young, I'm saying in your 20s, early 30s, something like that. So you're going for that dream, right? And the other person supports it. It doesn't matter who and what. And you're probably not doing the same dream, but hey, you might be doing the same business together. And that is cool. That's purpose driven as well. But the whole thing is that don't come in with an agenda, brother. That's the thing that kills a purpose and productive relationship, is that you come in and I want this and I want that from the other person. Do you see what I'm saying? As opposed to, we're going to do this together, I want something from you. That's the difference, the way I see, between a purpose-driven relationship and one that's more like teamwork.
I like it, Sean. Guess what you just did?
Brother, I bring Oakland in the house.
Oakland is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Somebody in the chat just asked me, how do you find your purpose? How does that even come about? How do you find it? Carlos Todd, identify the things you care about. Do that. Reflect on what matters most to you. Do that. Recognize your strengths and talents versus your challenges, right? And internal issues or wounds, right? Do that. Try volunteering. Do that. Imagine your best possible self with all of the necessary tools and skills and knowledge, right? Imagine what that version of you looks like. Cultivate positive emotions like gratitude, right? And appreciation for yourself and see what comes up. Look to the positive people that you admire. You might get inspired and locked into what your purpose might be. Listen, when I come forward, I'm going back to the phone lines. I want to talk to you. Are you with your purpose partner, or are you just with a toxic pattern that is your partner? When we come forward, the voice of reason continues. Hey, what up, what up, what up? Thank you guys for those super chats. We appreciate people's hitting that super chat. If you do hit the Cash App, thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. Please continue to support. Please continue to back your brother. Please continue to back your brother. Call me. We don't have any callers. Can I get some callers? Ooh, Atala. Wow. That's a good one, Atala. So, somebody said, love Abu.
How cute.
We got you, Atala. I see that. Everybody hit that like button. Don't forget, please hit the like button. The like button is absolutely free. Truemonger with the 10 spot. We appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Truemonger with the 10 spot. I'm trying to find everybody who did it. Truemonger tapped in. Thank you, tapped in. Carlos Todd. How do we find our purpose? Thank you. Oh, Arabia in there all quiet and whatnot. You know, sometimes she can be quiet now. But then other times, she'll be in here like, what? Who has said? What your name, them? And she go in. Did we shout out Carlos? Yes, we did. Carlos did it again. Thanks, I needed that, man. I got more for you, though. Don't worry. I got more for you, brother. Oh, and don't be afraid. Listen, let's do this. Don't be afraid to call in and ask me questions. You know how we do on YouTube when I'll be sitting in the cigar lounge and I'll just pop on during the weekend? Hey, don't be afraid to call in and be like, Zoe, I'm having an issue. Zoe, this is what's going on. It doesn't even have to be on topic. If you having a relationship issue, if you need some encouragement, if you need to find your purpose, if you need an answer for any type of situation you might be going through, call me. We're going to do it that way too. It doesn't always have to be on the topic, but don't get crazy. Our only serious inquiries need apply. Somebody's asking me what is my favorite color. Are they asking me that or are they asking somebody else that? My ears are listening and it's going to be good. I know. Yes, thank you. Seriously though, if you want to just call in and ask, let me know. Huh? Yeah, he's learning the board. And he's being taught by the best. So Andy could have some off. I only joke to wrap up the truth, Zoe, but seriously. Andy in there training. Yes, he is. Shout out to Andy. Well, Andy is the best we got. And typically, no disrespect, when Andy go on vacation, ain't no records getting spun. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Ain't no get ready. Ain't no choir. Finding your purpose. Finding your purpose. Stupid. Thank you guys. We got the exact amount of likes for the exact amount of people in the live. We appreciate it. Thank you. We still only got one caller, and that's Attila. Y'all can't do us like this, man. You just be sitting there. Call in. It's a radio show. Terrestrial radio. No cursing. Terrestrial radio. You guys got to call in. Don't be afraid. Portia Bowman. I just got here. What is that? See ya? What is that? Okay.
Just had a fight with my mama over something trivial told. We really had confrontation, and then I said really was bold. I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. Tip for tat when I'm calling out of trauma. She too defensive to listen, no cold soul. Forget it, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on emergency read. They was holding up the time that I need. Between working or being so crazy. Was the time zone difference don't make it easy. So I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down mercy. I got through you to me. Okay. So just lay back your mind. So good. Everybody told me it's
Ladies and gentlemen, your brother, the VOR. We on fire tonight. It's my Friday, but peep game. Somebody in the chat, Carlos, asked me, about finding your purpose, or how do you find your purpose? Develop a growth mindset. Journal, like, hey, I want to add something to my psychological toolbox, to my emotional toolbox, to my spiritual toolbox, to my scholastic school toolbox. You want to ask that of yourself every day. For instance, if you take somebody like Kobe Bryant or Gary Payton, these are Michael Jordan, these are guys, Magic Johnson, as it pertains to their craft, as it pertains to their sport. These are guys who wanted to add something new to their game every summer. There's stories of Kobe at UCLA playing the whole summer left-handed, to the point where his left hand became as proficient as his right hand. Now, put that in context of intimate relationships. This is what you want to do. If you know I'm not the best communicator, or if you know I'm not the best listener, right? You can add that to your relationship. And now think about when you're adding these pieces to your relationship, whatever purpose you guys are working on collectively or individually, come on, you got all of these enhanced skills now that will add to the experience, that will make the experience probably more successful. So develop a growth mindset, right? Create a personal vision statement. Listen, I'm on planet Earth. This is why I'm here. And then answer the why. Why am I here? You answer the why, because you can only be, you're the only, you are the only one who can author your purpose. Your partner can't. They can support you in cultivating it, but you have to author it. It has to be written by you, right? So create a personal vision statement. Practice gratitude. Turn your pain into purpose. Ooh, spend time with people who inspire you. Now, let's get deeper into it. There's a book out there written by David Deida. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. And I want brothers to get it, and I want brothers to read it. In the book, he says this: if you don't know your purpose, discover it now. The core of your life is your purpose. Everything in your life, from your diet to your career, must be aligned with your purpose if you are to act with coherence and integrity in the world. If you know your purpose, your deepest desire, then the secret of success is to discipline your life so that you support your deepest purpose and minimize distractions and detours. Now, hold on, Zoe. When you got a person in your life as a significant other, and they're not pouring into your enthusiasm for your purpose, are they a detour and a distraction? Should they be on board with your devotion to your partner? First off, it's a polyamorous relationship now. It's a polygamous relationship. Because I'm married to the purpose and you married to me. We together. You got to be in alignment with the purpose, right? A lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. I'm sorry. Let's get Attila from Houston, Texas in here. Attila, what are your thoughts?
Uncle Zo, how are you?
I'm alive and well. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. So I love this topic. Mm-hmm. It is right on board with kind of what I was thinking about a little bit yesterday. Mm-hmm. So one of your questions, let's see, can your significant others get in the way of you living and experiencing your highest purpose for this life? Mm-hmm. Anyone can. Your dog can. Your cat can. Your boss can. If you let it, you are in control of your own destiny, your own life. Your purpose is your fuel for life. Without that, your car is on empty. So, at the end of the day, when we're talking about relationships, right, I think the reason why intimate relationships are so hard to kind of co-mingle with purpose is because that person knows you outside of your Superman or Superwoman costume.
Ooh, they know who you are, not just what you do, not just what you're here for. Come on, speak to that.
Right. So, I mean, they're seeing you in the midst of your glory when you're out with other people, depending on what it is that you do. If you're a community leader, right? They're seeing you in that state. Mm-hmm. But they also see you in the morning before you brush your teeth, before you wash your face. Mm-hmm. And so, in a sense, I think that when it comes to, you have to maintain the balance, right? But also boundaries are necessary. Mm-hmm. And so, we're talking about two people who have yet to discover their purpose, and they discover that within the relationship, it can be something that kind of pushes two people apart because their purposes may not align. And so, in regards to your self-discovery, that's why that has to be on point. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do need to have some sort of guide or kind of understanding as to where you fall before you kind of partake in a serious relationship. Mm-hmm. Right? I really like what Nikki said in the chat. Like a relationship without a purpose is a situationship.
Ooh, really?
I would say it's less than that. That's a hookup.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Nikki got to call in and explain that. What? Say it again. A relationship without a purpose is a situationship. That's heavy. Correct. And you said it was a hookup.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I said this in the chat, do you even have a real relationship without purpose? For me, no. I don't live my life like that. I'm telling you, since I was 5 years old, I understood there's something that I need to be doing on this earth. Granted, I understand for some of us. Stay with me,
Attila. You cooking too much. We got to give you a little bit more room to spread out to explain it all. When we come forward, we going back to Houston, Texas, because Attila she acting a fool. Nikki, you got to call in and explain that. He who thinks, you got to call in, man. Carlos Todd, you got to call in. Truemonger, I know you tired. Call in. Max Shug 510. Another great topic. Thank you, brother. Thank you for supporting, man. You took us to $42. Thank you. I appreciate it. 1 minute. Hmm. As yet, man. That's a legendary record. What's happening? The VOR is in the building. My playlist is my co-host. We got phone calls cracking. People want to talk, man. People want to talk about tonight's topic, and I'm not adverse to letting them speak. Attila, get back in here and finish up. Your final thought is gonna cook.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, the thing, purpose partners. Man, yeah. So this is a topic that will go over the heads of those that are asleep and will be ignored by those that refuse to wake up. So I'm keeping it brief. I'm gonna keep it brief. You said, let's see, how can being in a purpose partnership enhance personal growth and development?
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking about our friendships, our relationships, our family dynamics, everything is purpose partnership should be. Mm-hmm. If you are really serious about your purpose, everything should be aligned in that. So it's going to enhance you in multiple ways, spiritually, mentally, right, physically, for some people. But I think the biggest enhancement is the support.
I like that.
The support. And one last thing, I think that for people who struggle with ego and fear, Figo, Figo is the thing that's going to get in the way of your purpose partnership.
Wait a minute.
It's not the other person.
Let me you cooking right now, and I gotta push, not really push back, but you said something that opened up a whole world for me. And that is this. I think many people make the icing on the cake the purpose. Do you understand? You understand? See, it's easy to get a relationship. It's even easy to get married. It's easy to make money. But I think the purpose should be the preparation for being able to keep those things. Do you see? Many people, I can leave here right now and get in a relationship if I want to. But are you, like we talked about yesterday, being able to, really, are you really ready for what you're saying you asked for, right? And the only way to do that is to really kind of conquer the self and what's going on internally. Am I right?
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Well, we love you. We love you, Attila from Houston, Texas. Guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the routine. All you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. We got Carlos from Carson. Carson, C. Arson in the building. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Well, first off, I didn't want to get on here because I didn't want to sound like a fool and embarrass myself.
Oh man, you good,
But-
brother. Come on.
All right, but what I can say is this: I think that I fell into a comfort zone, and what I mean I fell into a comfort zone and just forgot about a purpose is you get into employment. I've been in the same job for about 18, 19 years right now. So I got comfortable with every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get married, and the next thing you know it, she sees everything that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, well, you've been talking about this book for the last umpteen years.
Mm-hmm.
How come you're not working on that?
Mm-hmm.
How come you're not doing this? How come you're not over here?
Mm-hmm.
You said you love doing this. So what ends up happening is I know she's right. And she's calling me on all of my foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
And what ends up happening is just because I don't want to, just being honest, is because I don't want to accept it. I want to do what I want to do, kind of thing, because I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But she's lighting the fire up under me and telling me, hey, you need to go and do this. You need to do this. And we end up in an argument. But the thing is, we end up in an argument, and I know she's right. That's the problem. I don't have...
It sounds like you got a purpose partner.
Exactly. This is why when I saw this, it said your significant other, about the significant other, I'm like, oh, gosh, he did it again. I'm getting slapped in the face, so let me go ahead and take this let me take this work and, and stand on it. So that's why I was like, you know what? How do I find it? How do I get it back? Or what do I need to do? Is there a book? Is there steps? And then when you start going off one by one on what I need to do, and I'm going to have to relook at this so I can write this stuff down
Mm-hmm.
and really find my purpose. Get into the things that I love, from me wanting to finish this book to me and my love for cooking.
Look at that. Look at that.
So it's like, oh, okay. KBLA, he's right.
Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I thought that was it.
No. You good, brother. Keep going.
But you are after this topic is right on point. And when you start asking for things, saying, oh, I need this, I need these things, and I need this.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get that person in your life, you get that partner that you need, not the one that you want. Just say not the one you want. Just say the one that fits in what you're supposed to be doing. And all of a sudden now it's like, okay, you got what you asked for, and now what you're going to do with it.
Okay, so let me give you this. Without a conscious life purpose, a man is totally lost, drifting, adapting to events rather than creating events. Without knowing his life purpose, a man lives a weakened, impotent existence, perhaps even becoming sexually impotent or prone to mechanical and disinterested sex. David Deida, from the book The Way of the Superior Man. I read that on purpose. Do you agree or disagree? Did that resonate with your soul on any level?
Well, for one, nah. Well,
Tell us the truth.
No. I was getting ready to say that, what's my man that you when you sell the herbs?
Oh, RZN. Yeah, he is risen. Yes.
Called the He-Man pills. I don't have it. I ain't got no problems. I'm good. I'm good right there. But I would say that other parts of my life, that because I'm not working in my purpose, I lose interest in things very fast. So I'm like, I'll go over here. I say, "Ooh, that looks like something I can get into." I get in that, and then all of a sudden I look to the left or the right. Oh, that looks interesting, and I leave that alone. Then I go over here and start doing this. You jumping from one thing to the next without staying focused, and that's where I can say my biggest problem is focus. I love it, brother. Guess what, man? Thank you. Thank you for calling in and being transparent and sharing, man. You know how hard it is for people. You said it yourself. Yeah, I didn't want to call in here and look bad. But did you look bad? No. Exactly. I didn't look too bad. No, you didn't look bad at all, man. You're a human being. People go through this kind of stuff, man. Go ahead, allow yourself to feel that, man. And I appreciate you for calling. But guess what you just did? What's that? You brought Carson, California in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Creating a sense of purpose and direction is very important for both partners, not just for men, but for women as well, right? A purpose partnership can help individuals discover and cultivate a sense of purpose and direction in life by engaging in shared activities, exploring each other's passions, and aligning goals. Purpose partners can inspire each other to pursue their individual purposes while nurturing a collective sense of purpose. Hey, you're into that? I'm going to be into that with you when I have the time to be. So let's allot some time and you allot some time for mine. And we'll work together and share together and grow together. A lot of people don't like doing things together because we're at heart, we're a little selfish, but it's okay. In relationship, we got to learn how to share what matters to us with our purpose partner. When I come forward, you already know what I'm about to do. I'm going to Mississippi. Let's get it. Mississippi is actually ready. You don't have no sound because I turned it down. I turned it down because some of the content that we play is copyright protected. You don't want to play copyright protected music or content on the YouTube because YouTube, in some cases, depending on the content, can actually stop the video. And yes, it's a commercial, Blake. Yeah. Oh, Kyle, it's all good.
Oh, Kyle. Got me a down.
Diego, Pablo, I'm seeking a loyal queen. Well, get in line, brother.
Get in line.
Nah, no glitch. Here you go, see?
If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes? Financial infidelity? I'm dating a bad person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about good heavy stuff? The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like the kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. I hit you with a bad touch routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches the nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
So Williams. Reason and accountability. The voice of reason.
Try and gauge the person's character, not their personality, which is different. Their personality is the mask that they wear, how they appear in social situations. You want to look at what's underneath that, all of their character. But what are the qualities that you want to find in somebody that could be like a lifelong partner for you, or somebody that you could have a relationship for more than a few months, perhaps several years, maybe for the rest of your life? It's an extremely great question. It also really much depends on the individual and who you are, and there's never one answer for everyone. When we first get interested in with someone, when we first fall for someone, it can often be a bit deceptive. We're charmed by their personality, by their looks, by their appearance, by how they, certain things that are in the essence a little bit superficial. And when you first meet somebody, they're not laying all their cards on the table. They're trying very hard to impress you, to please you. So all the other aspects of their personality that they may be a little bit ashamed of, but that aren't so great, they're working hard to disguise it. So you're kind of lured into getting into a relationship with this person, but you don't really know who they are. You don't really know their secrets, their shadow side, their darkness. And then you get involved with them, and then it comes out and they grate you, they irritate you, and you break off the relationship. So you have to be able, if you are in that situation where you're looking for a long-term relationship, to look below the surface, to try and gauge the person's character, not their personality, which is different. Their personality is the mask that they wear.
Man, do y'all know who that is? Legendary Robert Greene, author of the 48 Laws of Power, dropping bombs. Tonight's topic, purpose partners. Should your significant other also be your purpose partner, helping you cultivate and develop your purpose along the way? Or should you have your purpose already locked in when you get there? Man, this is a heavy topic tonight. And of course, it wouldn't be right if we didn't have Nikki from the SIP. Nikki from the SIP, come on in. Share a little food for thought with us.
Hello, brothers all in the town.
Hey, hey.
So Arthur and I were having an exchange in the chat, and I said, if there is no purpose in the relationship, that is not a relationship. That's a situationship. Every potential relationship encounter has a purpose. We often don't recognize what that person had within them that could be defined as purpose, even if it was unsuccessful or not long term. There's something to be gleaned from that experience.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not gleaning, then that's not a relationship. That's a situation that you remained in, and it was undefined for a period of time that may have included some level of romantic or sexual.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because if we fail or don't take the time, or if we wake up asking, well, what is the point after seeing said person for some period of time, because the sexual encounters can and will get old. Habits that the other person may have that seem small in the beginning that you don't care for start to become magnified. So if we're not really concentrating on the point, and I don't necessarily mean that your purpose in life, why are you here on earth, it can start with something as simple as, what did I learn from that situationship so that now I can ferret out my purpose?
Mm-hmm.
But because society doesn't teach us well to ferret out what's not successful,
Mm-hmm.
we lose the ability to say, as we're growing, if we're a person who doesn't know our purpose yet, all of these mistakes or all of these unsuccessful or all of these experiences that did not end up in something long term had something to teach me. And those lessons are leading me in the direction of what my purpose is or is not.
Mm-hmm.
So my point with her was, wait a minute, remember, if you're not getting a purpose out of it, that's a situation.
Ooh.
That's not a relationship.
Huh. Let me ask you this, Nikki. If a person, if you know, we've done these topics, various angles of relationship topics. We've done all kind of them, right? So I've often said, if a person is walking into a relationship hoping to discover how they will show up, right? Hoping to discover how maybe unhealed wounds will show up, childhood trauma will show up, attachment styles, whatever. If they are going in looking at themselves, looking to see what comes up from their own spirit and not looking to blame, is that an intentional, purpose-filled movement walking into the situation?
It can be.
Talk to me about it.
Because if you're taking the time to look internally and say, how will I show up if I am with this person for X period of time? To answer that question suggests purpose.
Nice.
Because you are leading. So you're not going into it on that back foot. You're leading with something about this experience, connection, is going to point me or point out something in me that's there or missing, that's going to drive me toward the purpose or away from it. I may not recognize it at first, but the fact that you are leading with that question suggests purpose. Otherwise, why ask the question?
Powerful. Yes.
We wouldn't.
Right.
I mean, we just, if there's something driving you in the direction of asking that internal question, that suggests that you're seeking, which means you're moving towards source. You're actively moving towards source. You may not call it that or recognize it, but that's what's happening.
Right.
Because whatever the answer to that question is or becomes is going to push you in that direction. Someone asked earlier, how do you find out what your purpose is? What do you care about? What moves you emotionally? What in another person moves you emotionally toward them or away from them? That's telling you about your purpose.
I'm about to say something, and I need you to give me your response. True or false? A person should never allow their purpose to be codependent, to become codependent on external support and acknowledgement. What are your thoughts? Yes or no? True or false?
True.
Ooh. Talk to me. Go deeper.
Because, okay, well, the audience may not like this, but some will get it. Others will get it on the way home. So we're all in the ministry.
Uh-oh.
Everybody. Everybody got a ministry. Everybody doesn't believe they have one, but they do.
Right.
Now, those who take the position of monk or priest or priestess, they sit in a position where they are generally, once they arrive at that title, seeking out their purpose in whatever medium works for them. Catholic, Methodist, Baptist, Buddhist, etc.
Right.
Okay. If you are matriculating towards Source or Christ, nothing in your external at some point in that matriculation is going to stop you from going and fulfilling what that purpose is. What we are hoping to accomplish in the space here, doing whatever it is that we agreed to come here and do, is that we will find people, places, and things that will go with us in that direction. Because we've discussed before, some of the life-be-lifing experiences will cause things to fall off. People to fall off.
Correct.
Stuff to fall off. So the external cannot be allowed, and at some point your purpose will stop you from allowing it to matriculate towards Source or Christ.
Oh my goodness. Nikki, wait a minute. Hold tight. We gotta come forward real quick. But Nikki is so fire right now. I gotta hold on to her a little bit longer. When we come forward, we're gonna get Nikki from the SIP's final thought. Woo! Nikki be killing. Hey, Suge Mac 510, thank you for the super chat. We're at $44 even. Thanks. Thank you for everybody that supported this week. Thank you for everybody that's supporting right now. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for just being up in here. Thank you. Thank you. True religion is the best form of self-improvement. I love it. I love that. Don't even trip about those who have been watching the show for a year now and haven't supported. $30 seconds.
More is the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, the VOR back in the building. My playlist is my co-host. We on fire tonight. You guys know I love the callers. I love the interaction we have with the callers. The callers share so much insight because of their experiences. And one of my favorites, they're all my favorites, but one of my favorites is on the line right now. We want to get her final thought because she definitely cooks with the rarest grease. Nikki from the SIP, you were saying?
I was saying that our matriculation towards Christ or source, it is going to force us to control those external things around us to the point where we'll submit to the purpose.
Exactly.
And it happens to us. Sometimes we don't even know it's happening, but that's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
When you get hip deep into that purpose, it becomes like breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you it's kind of like when the ball players say the net and the goal gets as big as the dome some night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Nikki, guess what you just did?
About the SIP in the building. I love you.
Yes, we love Nikki from the SIP. She brought it in the building. How y'all doing tonight? We got a great conversation. Should your significant other also be your purpose partner? And sometimes a purpose partner is like an accountability partner. They keep us on track. They encourage us. They motivate us. They inspire us by, killing their purpose, by knocking their purpose out of the park. Purpose partners offer a unique opportunity for personal growth, connection, and fulfillment. And this is bi-directional. By continuously supporting and encouraging one another, valuing individual purposes while embracing a growth mindset. Purpose partners can unlock their full potential and unleash blessings into their relationship through shared goals, celebrations of achievements, and a common. Let me just stop this real quick. Have you been with somebody who low-key envied your purpose? Who really didn't support you? They didn't celebrate some of your achievements because they felt like, man, why is my partner killing it, knocking it out the park, crushing it, and I'm not? How do you find yourself with that type of person? Very interesting stuff in these relationship dynamics, man. I want to know, have you experienced a significant other that may have been maybe a little envious, a little jealous of your purpose? In addition, a purpose partnership provides a safe space for vulnerability and emotional intimacy by sharing their individual purposes, fears, and aspirations. Purpose Partnerships create a supportive environment where they can be their authentic selves with one another. This level of connection fosters trust and allows partners to lean on and into each other during difficult times. Heavy stuff. Truemonger, Dallas, Texas, get in here.
Yes, sir.
Truemonger, man, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
Oh, boy.
Hey, it must be good.
Ideally, it'd be nice if your significant other was your purpose partner,
Mm-hmm.
but as we both know, is not always the case. Sometimes your partner may not get it, or they may not try to understand what your purpose is. For one thing, you should be on your purpose before whether a partner is there or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you break it down to him or her, and they just are like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, do whatever it is, be real disrespectful and dismissive about it.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, I wouldn't share anything more about it. I'll just do it. Just continue your purpose, and maybe eventually they actually see what's really happening, and they begin to process it better.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if they're not on board with it, just keep things in their proper place.
But let me ask you this. Does your partner have to be on board with your purpose? Do you think if they're not on board with your individual purpose that it would cause some type of rift in the relationship? What are your thoughts on that?
By me saying on board, meaning that they get what you're doing.
They get what you're doing. They support what you're doing. They try to.
They may not be directly involved.
Exactly.
That part, yeah, I can understand that. I can rock with that if that's the case. Because you gotta keep in mind, they may have a purpose to fulfill too.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not necessarily be something that you rock with, but you're gonna support them in any way you can.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's just being a shoulder to lean on, her talking to you about what she's experiencing, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they just, like I said before, if they just kind of dismissive about what you're doing, they don't really care about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I would communicate very little about what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously they're not going to listen, or they just don't care to.
Mm-hmm.
So, is they going to be around to see what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're eventually going to work themselves out of the picture.
So I want to get your opinion on something. And I want you to tell me what you think of this David Deida quote. He says, every man knows that his highest purpose in life cannot be reduced to any particular relationship. If a man prioritizes his relationship over his highest purpose, he weakens himself. Oh my goodness. he disserves the universe and cheats his woman out of an authentic man who can offer his full undivided presence. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree with that, because if you put your relationships before your purpose, you're cheating yourself out of your higher, working towards your higher self.
Mm.
Your relationships can be right there with you, but we're going to have many relationships throughout this thing called life.
Mm-hmm.
Some are going to last, some are not.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't get off your square. If you get off your square, you're setting yourself way back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's all about how you handle those situations when they come. They're going to take you in one direction. It's going to be one or two directions they take you in. Or it could be four if you're going sideways. Either they're going to take you back or they're going to take you up. So it's really going to be up to you after you've dealt with those situations where they're going to take you.
Wow.
If they take you anywhere other than your higher self, you need to reevaluate some things.
Wow. Guess what you just did, True Meezy?
Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, the protocol is to call 1-800-920-1580. We got John Gilbreth from Mountain View, Hawaii. Get in here. Aloha. Aloha. What do you think of tonight's topic, good brother?
Well, you be creating monsters, bro. Before I start cursing, is before my mind goes into a different direction. Let me go ahead and bring the point, say what I need to say, and get off. Can a purpose-filled relationship be like a pitcher of water that you're supposed to be pouring in or out of? As far as the love that you're supposed to be giving your significant other? Or are we, as a black diaspora, missing some of the basics, which is being the husband or the wife for that purpose of the relationship?
Wait a minute. This is getting deep. Because I just dissecting your question here. This is getting deep. Are you pouring into your partner what you should be pouring into your purpose? And then,
again, there has to be a pouring of some sort.
Ooh, are you robbing Peter to pay Paul? Wait a minute. Hold tight. When we come forward, this is about to get deep. Hey, hold tight, John Gilbreth. He done kicked over the table. He done went into the marketplace and he done kicked over. Wait a minute. Are you pouring into your partner from the pitcher of your purpose? Are you robbing your purpose to pay your partner? Oh, when we come forward, the voice of reason will keep this fire lit. Yo, we are only $6 away, guys. The super chats have been great tonight. We're only $6 away from our $100 goal. We're at $94 even. If you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying the insight, if you consider it insight, some people don't consider it insight. But if you're enjoying, I guess, the conversation, hey, please hit that super chat, show your love, or you guys can send me a little change directly to my super chat. I mean, to my Cash App. Moderators, can all my moderators post my Cash App? I would love for y'all to support the Cash App as well. But like I said, we're only $6 away from our $100 goal. It's 61 people in here. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content tonight. Grand Theft Purpose. Wow. Don't ask me to call. Don't make me ask you to call back in. Nikki from the SIP, because I will.
Be right back.
Austin, who is black, has faced sharp criticism as his unannounced hospitalization last month was not disclosed to Biden or other senior administration officials for days. Parents at some Houston, Texas public schools are wondering why their kids were given an assignment to determine whether slavery should be legal. It was part of the lesson plan for seventh graders who were learning about the Texas Declaration of Independence. A district spokesman confirms that the unit was approved by the curriculum department. It has since been thrown out and replaced. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. Don't let a traffic accident ruin your day. Visit FixAutoUSA.com to find the nearest Fix Auto location. Their highly trained and certified technicians will have you back on the road in no time. You have a choice on who fixes your vehicle. Tell your insurance agent that you can Fix Auto.
Y'all heard it. I heard it. Y'all heard it too.
A Bonnie and Clyde thing. Go get this. The lighting looks good
What lighting?
on the phone.
What are you talking about?
You look all bright. Well, on the computer. You look good.
Let me see.
LADWP is proud to partner with KBLA to share with you how to start the new year without bill worry.
Nice sash.
Behind on your bill or need help staying current. Sign up anytime online for Level Pay to set predictable monthly payments throughout the year, including for past due amounts. You can also check out the special extended pay arrangements of up to 48 months to help pay down your bill. If you're a senior or income qualified, you may be eligible for Easy Save to receive discounts and also qualify for free and discounted energy and water saving devices. You can get up to $15,000 for past due water and or sewer bills, and up to $3,000 for electric bills. But you gotta act fast. Funding is limited. You can reduce your past due bills and kick off the year right, because here at LADWP, we're here to help. Visit ladwp.com/cares today and find out more.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga. My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming muscle disoriented doesn't. Face may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
That's a gas switch. That's funny. Oh, tapped in. Come on, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Thank you. Somebody asked me, oh, it was Attila. You asked how I was doing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't wait to get out of here.
You can't wait to what?
To get out of here.
Oh, tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Pew!
Yeah, I can't wait for the weekend to start. I got a lot of work to do. You know, I got meetings. I got other radio shows that I'm supposed to be on. But yeah, I can't wait to get the fuck up out of here. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you 100%. This is my safe space. This and the cigar lounge. I don't even like being at home.
Mm. That's interesting.
Not to get too personal, I'm selling my house.
Oh.
I don't like being at home.
You gonna downsize? Or you just want a different location?
I think it's a different location.
You be lonely out there a little bit?
No, I just need new energy. I'm the type of motherfucker where I just want to just. To me, everything has an energy signature, an imprint. And I don't want to be in nothing that was seasoned by confusion. That was energetically seasoned by confusion. I don't want to participate no more.
Mm. Well, you know, springtime is about that time.
chick who got her revenge from when I was on my 2-time tip. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected. Neglected my effort, a pair with no trust. Dirty games and affairs that be tearing us up. If things ain't picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need help for certain.
Back in the building. And you already know what it is. Our good friend, John Gilbreth from Mountain View, Hawaii, is in the building. Man, you was cooking before we left. You got to continue cooking, brother. What were your thoughts when you were coming up with what you were saying? Are we robbing Peter to pay Paul? Are we robbing from our purpose cup to pour into a partner that might not even be a purpose partner? Talk to me, John.
I'll try and break it down in this magnitude. The scripture says something as simple as, "Oh no man but to love him."
Mm-hmm.
And I would think that would go for relationships as well.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that the purpose that you have, as in the picture that you're holding, and it's full of love, which is always overflowing from the Savior,
Mm-hmm.
or your entity, or your God, or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to use that to pour into somebody else, knowing that it has to be replenished. Am I going to get that replenishment from the person that I am pouring into, or am I going back to the source to get what I have need of? If husbands are husbands, we know where our Savior point is, because our head is the Savior itself.
Interesting.
And if we're pouring into our mate, and the mate is supposed to be pouring back into us, which keeps the cup filled. And I'm not saying that this is the way things normally go. Apparently not, because we have all of this divorce and debauchery and everything else that goes on in life. People chasing a bag instead of a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But again, purpose, love being the feeling of that purpose, me pouring off into you so that you can get what you have need of, and prayerfully you're pouring back into me so we keep this thing equal.
I love it, brother. I love the perspective. I love it. Guess what you just did, brother?
Yeah, we in here, but also we out. Bless.
Yes, sir. Aloha. Mountain View, Hawaii. That was John Gilbreth. I want to know everybody's perspective. I want to know everybody's opinion on this. Let me just say something that's important to me when it comes to my purpose and my partner. You might not have to, share my passion for my purpose, right? But, cultivating a purpose is like working out, right? It's like training. And when you're working out and training, oftentimes, there's stressors on the body, right? You hear the saying, no pain, no gain. The way you can support me in my purpose is, after I get back from the gym of purpose, working on my purpose, after I get out of the gym of purpose, I would love to be embraced by my partner saying, hey, man, tomorrow's another day. Maybe acknowledging the work, you've done a lot of work and I can see the progress. That's a salve, right? That's a salve. And I think sometimes it's okay to acknowledge that your partner is putting work in on their purpose. Many times we're so busy focused on our purpose and what we want out of the situation that sometimes we don't even see our partner's progress as it pertains to their purpose, and they don't see ours because of the rat race of life and the grind of everyday living. Sometimes we miss important milestones in their progression, in their purpose. So frame it another way, right? Relationships are about spiritually purposeful progression. You've heard Krishnamurti say it a different way. He said relationship is a mirror. Relationship is about self revelation. Many of us, and let me just say it again, Carl Jung, most people will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid looking at themselves. So when we start talking about purpose, as I alluded to in the first hour, guess what? It's easy, y'all, for us to come together and we work on a project. That's easy. I say, hey, this is what I'm working on. This is what I need you to do. Can you do this? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. We can agree on that. Oh, let me pay you something for doing this for me too, right? Great. It's easy for us to work on a project, but when the project is ourselves, I think being a purpose partner is probably more important than anything else. Hey, I know how not having your father in your life impacted you, brother. But guess what? I'm looking at how you're raising your son. I'm so proud of you in the way that you were able to learn from other great men around you. You use them as an example, brother. I love you for that. I appreciate you for that. This is amazing work you're doing, right? Hey, have you read this book, right? On fathers. Have you read this book on self-forgiveness? Have you read this book on, hey, maybe you have to forgive your father? That's a purpose partner. Say, brother, out of everything you made it through, look at all the things you were able to accumulate from that. You turned your pain into purpose, brother. I love you for that. Hey, let's sit down together and write out 10 things that you learned from this situation that you're grateful for. That's a purpose partner. When I come forward, I'm going to give you more examples.
City of Los Angeles landlords that own rent-controlled properties, you are now able to increase rents by 4% for your rent-controlled properties. An extra 1% for utility, up to 6%, can be added only if you pay the entire gas and electric bill. And don't forget to give your tenant an advance 30-day written notice for rent increases of less than 10%. It is state law. Learn more about the rent increase at housing.lacity.org. That's housing.lacity.org.
KPLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
30 seconds. Thank you, John. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Let me just say, man, Biggie, man, Biggie, that brother right there. Be so young, taken so early. He was one of the greatest of all times. You got to give him his props. But let me get back into what I was saying about a a purpose partner. A purpose partner to me is a lot like an accountability partner, right? You want to discover yourself, you want to discover what is your purpose for being here. You might have to do a self-assessment and review of yourself, a self-auditing, all the things you've been through and what you learn from them, and all the things you dislike and all the things you do like, right? You need to figure that part out. The only way you can be an effective purpose partner is if you've clearly defined your purpose within yourself. And a way to do that is self-assessment or self-auditing to figure out like who and what you are, where you have come from. And then you have to also be able to give back some of the things you picked up in early childhood, right? To say, no, that's not me. That's what I modeled. That's not me, right? That's why the self-assessment piece is very important. Then you got to set some goals that are specifically designed to up level your spirit. Typically, when we talk about improving ourselves, it's really financially or socially, but you have to set some type of goal, spirit goal. I want to get over this mother wound or this father wound, or I want to get over this childhood trauma. You have to set a spirit goal. And I'm just talking about how you become a purpose partner for someone else while at the same time cultivating your own purpose. So again, you've heard earlier in the show where you say you turn your pain into purpose, right? So that's setting a spirit goal, right? Or a self-improvement goal, but on the spiritual side of things, right? This makes you more I would say relationship worthy. Now, when I say relationship worthy, don't take it to mean if you haven't healed, you're not relationship worthy. Why? Because you're a human being, and being in relationship, you can't escape from humanity. It's par for the course for humanity. It's part of the human condition. But I'm talking about being worthy of a healthy one, being worthy of a loving one, a nurturing one, right? You got to do away with the blame game if you want to be an effective purpose partner, right? And the way to do that is to stop blaming yourself. Stop beating yourself up for things you had no control over. Because I know if you beat yourself up, you're definitely going to beat your partner up. If you blame yourself, you're going to blame them. That's important. So you got to do away with that. And then another aspect of being an effective purpose partner, you got to learn how to authentically, sincerely, and transparently apologize. Let me tell you something. One thing I hate is a blanket apology that doesn't specify what you're apologizing for. Do you understand? You have to be transparent and you have to say what it is you are apologizing for. Now, that's to the partner. Now, imagine inverting that. You have to be transparent with yourself and you have to be specific about what you're apologizing to yourself for. Learn how to apologize. I hate the empty, I'm sorry for any and everything that I may have done that hurt you. Say what you did. Acknowledge and own what you did. Purpose partner. Okay. I already said be open and transparent, right? And you have to be open to meaningful compromise. If you know you've done wrong, you're going to have to give up something. Uh-oh. If you know you did something wrong, you're going to have to give up something. So many people think compromise is not giving up something. You got to give up something if you're done wrong, right? That's what the compromise is rooted in. I'm willing to give this up for you. We talking about purpose partners, right? Then the flip of that is you got to stop compromising the truth of who you are. Ooh. Uh-oh. What? What is Zoe talking about? Huh? If you compromise who you are, how you going to blame the person that broke your heart? Oh, no. Is he in here preaching this evening? See, what you did was compromise yourself and then blame the person who hurt you because they took the invitation that came from your wound. I know y'all not ready to hear this. Be open to meaningful compromise. Meet something where you got to give up a little skin in the game. I know y'all not ready for tonight. I'm just getting started. You want to be a purpose partner, Huh? Yee. Yee. Hee, hee. Be committed to your words, right? But in being committed to your words, you have to be committed to the things you say to yourself. Wait a minute, Zoe. Hold on. Wait a minute. See, you can't say positive things to yourself with an undercurrent of fear under the words. I'm going to be happy. But underneath that is, I know I ain't going to be happy. I don't deserve to be happy. And listen to me. Do you know people who are guilty of that? Where they will speak positive things into their life, but there's an undercurrent of fear of, I'm not going to get it. The feeling behind it is, I know I ain't going to get it, but they saying it, but they don't believe it. They're not committed to it. This is what I mean by being committed to your word. If you're not committed to the words you say to yourself, how can your partner be committed to the words you say to them? Now flip it another way. Sometimes being a work in progress, you can be so angry and disappointed with yourself and your partner, you may say things that you don't really mean. Well, you got to set up forgiveness in your spirit. The forgiveness that you have for yourself has to supersede the forgiveness that you offer to others and that you hope others will offer to you. People giving you forgiveness is outside of your control, but you have the power to forgive you. So set that up within yourself to forgive yourself for some of the things you said to yourself that you weren't committed to. Purpose partners, we started the conversation. You finish it. I'm done for the week. And check this out. My friend, your friend, our girl, yo girl, RSVP with Jill Monroe. She gonna keep the fire lit. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. I'm out. Deuces. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for tapping in. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Deuce.